And we are back with more Silent Hill F. Last time we left off, we are currently in our second New Game Plus, second playthrough, so our first New Game Plus run-through, of which basically we are unsealing all the seals that are done on the Sacred Sword. We are seeing some new story context. And yeah, we have now, was it three? Three of the 5 seals undone. We're currently in Foxmass Domain, and we have our fox arm already, which is a very interesting change of things. And also we have said goodbye to Rinko, we have said goodbye to Sakako, now we are going to say goodbye to Deshu. I do imagine the final playthrough might try to subvert this, but I don't know. Sheet of fine paper. Carry not any memory of what has come to pass beyond this point. Lay all bare upon the pedestal first. The door shall not open to those who harbor regret in their hearts. I do feel a bit bad for Shu. Just in terms of, like, in a more higher level meta context, like, it does sound like he got Hinako addicted to drugs when he was just trying to help out her headache. But I mean, I guess that's a kid who's trying to live up to a pharmaceutical. A pharmaceutical lineage. And yeah, actually, the context, I wonder if he did actually confess to Hinako and Hinako maybe rejected him. Alright, let's see here. Okay, might as well take the bandage. Medicine cabinet from Shu's place. Yeah, but as I say, I remember being ambushed around here before. Okay, so they started moving. Nah. Ooh. I didn't realize that we had a dried carcass on us. Dang. Could've / should've offered that up. Sure, let's go into the obvious trap. Although I guess we probably got this the first time around, but I was kind of hoping maybe something else would be revealed. I do still wonder if because if we, like, not only do we have the fox arm, but in theory we have the blood vision. So new paths might be available. Didn't really check that much back in Rinko and Sakako's path, sadly though. Okay, let's try not to linger too long, given we do have a lot ahead of us still to get through. But I am trying to, like, keep an eye out for anything we might miss. But I guess I should save it for the obvious stuff. There. It feels good to just tear these guys up. Oh yeah, they're already full. Dang. I guess we could swap out... Yeah, let's swap out 2 of the bandages. I think holding on 6 is good enough there. Scent of herbs is overpowering. No, we just got rid of bandages, so... Okay, we're full up on Yukon. Maybe we should offer those up. Since I think Yukon is just health, and we already have health from bandages and a first aid kit. Okay, nothing noticeably different about that cutscene. Just wail on it. There we go. Okay, I don't think... Nope. Not taking drugs. If I recall correctly, I don't remember anything being down here last time. But, given that we are New Game Plus, giving it a quick look over here. Okay. So we can probably head upwards. And I do remember being ambushed by the ones that appear down below and then jump up. Right over here. Brainiac Hero Comic. The inside page was full of drawings. Hinako were drawn at the bad guys that the protagonist defeated. Moreover, in order to make the method of death even more bizarre than the manga's presentation, they stubbornly added a lot of scattered blood and guts. Wait. Did they add blood and guts to, like, the character they labeled as Hinako, or is Hinako the protagonist that made all the blood and guts? Because I thought Shu liked us. Come on, do your ninja jump. I know you're going to. There we go. Again, I cannot understate how cathartic it is just to beat these guys up this time around. Okay, I think we're in... I was gonna say the home clear stretch, but that's just missing all the metaphors. Okay, let's, while I remember, offer up stuff to the shrine. Okay, shrine, all 3 Yokons, the Higashi, the dried carcass. Maybe 2 divine water? Okay, and let's draw an Omamori. Omamori, owl, greatly decreases sanity consumption while using focus. That one's not too bad. I assume the next one's 900? Yeah, okay. Now the question is, given our difficulty, is that better than clam? It might be. Or maybe not. I go back and forth on that. Yeah, that was Owl, right? Where are you, Mr. Owl? Here we go. Yeah, actually, I think basically climb might be better for now. Even with the combat being easier. Horseshoe.
幼い頃からの友人に別れを告げるのは辛いだろ
はい。いえ、するべきでした。もっと早くこんな姿をお見せして申し訳ありません。
謝らなくていい。むしろその痛みを強いた私の方が謝らねばならない。
They look so silly with matching fox masks.
行こう。
Okay, so the next shrine seal that we need to undo should be near Shu's house.
Shu? Rinko?
Okay. I don't remember if it's possible to go back into the school or not, but it looks like it is.
どこ?
But I guess let's stay focused. I doubt anything new is in the school. Well, unless. We'll take a quick peek upstairs. That is not upstairs. I feel like if anything would be changed, it would probably be in their original classroom. Huh. Okay, not openable, but I'm surprised she's actually yelling for them here.
Shu? Rinko? 返事して。
I don't see anything in the girls' locker room.
見張りはどうしたんだよ。
I do like her increasing grumbles. Okay, yeah, that's sealed. I thought I had heard something briefly there. I'm still surprised that all these doors are open.
シュウ、リンコ、一体どこに？
Yeah, that was the same... Yeah, okay. I know, I'm just like... We should hurry along! After some... dilly-dallying about. But again, I'm kind of fascinated she has, like, dialogue for this, so it's like, yeah, no, just in case. Any secrets? I don't think anything was open all the way over back here. Still a shame we could never open up that door on the side, but... I'm glad they clear out all the enemies around here for this. Okay. I was like, I don't recall the door interact over... the door interact over there. Alright, Hanako. I have one last shout to give. Nope. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and save. And we're going to be a bit careful again here, since... I'm pretty certain that the next shrine is near Shu's place, but we do have a one-way area. That is the initial mountain area, and then into the chase, and that seals off the main mountain area. So we're going to have to basically space out some saves here.
Shou, お前の家で合流なんだよな。戦える数じゃない。
I think that's the same as before, but...
あいつ、私を追ってる。二人もあいつから逃げたのかも。
Yeah, one thing I'm definitely curious about is if potentially they would have us skip any of this stuff for New Game Plus. Kind of like speed things along of like...
やむを得ず、私を置いてったんだ。だよな。
Since it's a bit of filler around here. That is assuming that the shrine isn't actually around. Eh, sure. Grab that Ramune for now. Ah, sure. Diary of Revenge. And then, in the Edo period, Ibisegaoka witnessed another faith-changing event. The divine tree, the symbol of their religion, was struck by lightning and burned down. By this time, the ideologies of the Tsukugami faith had taken root, and their sacredness was now determined by the antiquity of an object. The divine tree was not worshipped for subduing the water dragon. Instead, it was only due to the fact that it was the oldest object in the area. And so, a new divine object was decided upon to take the tree's place. The next target for worship was the Inari statue. Before long, faith in the Inari statue itself developed, mixing with the Tsukugami faith to create an amalgamation of beliefs completely unique to Ibisagaoka. To this effect, the mongrel Inari faith here in Ibisagaoka has almost no likeness to that practiced throughout the rest of Japan and boasts a pathetically superficial history. Even this changing of idols has been turned into some epic divine story by the priest. This is the nonsense they came up with. With the divine tree destroyed by lightning, and the land lost its guardian, the ancient evil water dragon attempts to rise from its slumber. Hearing the town's plight, a family of benevolent foxes traveled far from the west to subdue the dragon once more. The people's faith in them bolsters their power, and without enough power, the dragon shall awaken once more. So now they are convincing locals to devote themselves to the new god, Inari-sama. Water dragon, divine tree, Tsukugami, and now Inari-sama. These pathetic people believe their faith has 1,000 years of history, yet has been mutilated time and again to suit their petty needs. Man truly is a fickle beast. So so the water dragon basically was being sealed away by the tree. Tree got struck by lightning, which in and of itself basically may have corrupted the sword. So I wonder if the deity that was the tree is what got initially corrupted? Because I know basically that's what they said of, like, the sword is kind of... The reason we need to purify it is that it's kind of, like, been imbued with, like, the god's anger. Okay, we'll save on this section next. And then once we pass through near Shu's house, then we'll go and save slot 3 until we've made a complete, like, you know, until we've actually unsealed the 4th seal. Okay, let's see. Okay, one of the Ramune. And the Yokon. I know, I just saved, but saving again. Okay, I remember getting attacked before down here. Remember the one that guaranteed grabs you and stabs. Yes, you, the one pretending to be asleep. I'm just kind of curious if anything new would spawn. Ooh, dried carcass. Okay. Yep. Going to beat you now. There we go. I don't remember it peeking its head out that soon a second time. Yeah, let's go ahead and shrine the dried carcass. We probably don't need to save. Probably. Actually, we should. If we get far enough, we're gonna get in that chase, and that chase, like, easy to trip up and die. I think there's a shrine before that, but I can't fully recall. And given we're kind of speeding through things a bit here, it's like, good to make sure. Ah, yes, the axe, which we can replace... sure, this one. Alright, do I fully remember how to get through here? Not exactly. I do recall that we need to get through, like, an upper area there, and it drops kind of back down over here. Okay. Let's lower the harder one away from the barf monster. There we go. Anti-comb. Okay, nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. I remember the lake. I remember a few cabins.
相棒法ってどこ行った？シュ。
And that one crawls over here. I forget why it crawls over here. I don't recall anything special over here. It's okay, sure. Okay, we'll do a quick lap around the lake. Grab the Ramune, because why not? I wonder if the shrines that we're using are actually dedicated to the divine tree or not. Oh, here we go. Higashi. Back down you go. I don't see anything in here. I think that's the path, and this was a dead end that goes towards treasure? Here we go.
こんなとこに置いとくなんて。
And okay, so not all Inari statues have a little box for us. I think the ability to unseal those appears to be new. Probably connected to our marriage brooch. Again, it's so cathartic. Well, someone else wants to get the axe? I heard something from behind, but here we are. Now let's go ahead and... oh, actually, we really should arrange our inventory a bit here for our quick equipment. Okay. We don't really use Yokon. We use bandages, which we have equipped. First aid kit on there. We have the Ramune equipped. We don't use pills. There we go. Okay, yes, this is basically where we eventually have to run to. I guess in hindsight, yeah, I don't know if we're supposed to have, like, come across it first to kind of get the confirmation that it's locked.
やっと抜けた。
Nope. Okay, yep, need to find the key. Yep, map of Shikisato. Grab another toolkit, because why not? Leave the Yokon there. Ooh, hold on my voice real quick. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I think it's like through here. Yeah, okay. Strange note. The view is great, isn't it? I've always wanted to see it with you. You're probably all right if you've made it this far. But just to be sure, you're not being followed by anyone, right? This is our own private sanctuary. We don't need anyone else. I don't recall that note from last time, but I might be blanking on that. No. Hotei-sama, I'm not taking the pills. There we go. Oh, we're full on chocolate. That's fine. We'll just leave the chocolate there. Aha! Their inability to hop down a simple, steep step. Okay, 1 Ramune, 2 combs. Okay, look good. Let's draw another Omamori. Omamori Sakura enhances the effects of health restoring items and Omamoris. I assume it means health restoring Omamoris and not Omamoris, period. Okay. Because otherwise, if it increases like all the effects of that, that'd be great. Alright, so let's save here again. Because I think this is when it's about to go into the chase. And there's the crowbar. Oh! I don't remember this open from before, and why did that one just die? Omamori Goat. Take less damage when facing multiple enemies. Scales with the number of enemies. Interesting. Strange note. My sanctuary is still incomplete. I'm lonely. So lonely. It feels like I'm going to freeze. I need to gather more women. More. But even when I do, they all go away. I keep collecting more and more, but they all die. Mommy, why did you leave me all alone? I'm lonely. So lonely. It feels like I'm going to freeze. I need to gather more women. More. But even when I do, they all go away. Was a serial killer here? I'm kind of sad I can't actually climb the ladder. And I guess we could just wait. Metal gate key. A metal gate key that can be used to unlock the metal gate in the mountains. Yeah, that's alright. So the crowbar. You could probably swap out from it one of the steel pipes. Okay, I think we're about to get chased. Yeah, let's... As much as I'd prefer to save, let's not save. I assume if we die to the chase, we can just basically, like... There's probably a type of quick save, if I had to guess. So ideally, that's going to be how it works. Okay. Let's do it. remember getting a bit turned around last time. Up to the right. No. Get stamina back. Investigate the area. Higashi. Arare. Ah, dang it, didn't mean to take the first aid kit. Oh well. Over here. Oop, come on. Yep. Alright, and then we save on the third slot. Okay, good. Was on the third slot, right? You know, we're doing it again. Because I'm extra paranoid, even though I guess that would have risked more than I would have gained there, but okay. So we could go up to the shrine. I don't think it's like it harms anything. Probably. Research Journal Photo 4. A photo attached to a research journal. It appears to be a clue collected by the researcher investigating the folklore of Ibiscalca. Regarding the legend of the Sacred Sword, the defeated soldiers needed a place they could hide to escape prosecution by the enemy army. They are unable to engage with anyone from surrounding settlements, so there is no way for them to purchase new goods. This forced them to make do with what they already had and led to a culture where tools were used for as long as possible. The act of treating old tools with respect and reusing broken, unwanted ones was seen as a virtue and called kishu. It was felt that when a tool reached the end of its lifespan and was laid to rest, then both the tool and the god to whom it was offered could be pleased. Clearly a tradition born of necessity in a hidden village of defeated soldiers. Oh, yep, there's a picture of Oji. Of the Jizo? I thought it was like Jinzo or Jizo. I think Jizo, okay. Divine water. Oh yeah, we're full up. Ah, tried carcass. Let's go offer some stuff up real quick. Alright, enshrine. Yeah, we don't need the Higashi or the Arai. And I think we are all on proper... Oh yeah, we need to offer up this too. Okay. Yep, Okay, so next one's 1,000. Well, we're about to actually get some offerings, so no need to try and find 20 faith right now. Grab the divine water. Grab the dried carcass. Really hoping by going up here it doesn't like trigger the inability to get the sacred sword later.
これがご神木朽ちているけどかつては立派だったんだろうね
I'm gonna keep my distance for now. Yep, they're the 5 statues, essentially. They're equivalent. Okay, then let's go back to the shrine, enshrine the stuff, and then look for the other, the seal shrine. Well, and the offering that we need to offer up to it. Alright. Offer up the dried carcass, and offer up a beloved chocolate and a divine water. Okay, draw a Momori. A Momori butterfly greatly decreases stamina consumed by dodging, but you are unable to continuously dodge. Ugh. I don't know if that's worth the trade-off. But interesting that the next drawing only takes 1,000. Okay, Shoe's place should be coming up here. Yeah, okay, good. I'm going to make sure is that we don't enter it. At least not until we undo the seal.
つながってたんだ
Okay. Well, let's see here. Let's double check the non-spoiler guide. So, walk around the house to the east, which I think this is that way. Turn left around the corner to find a small wooden shed. Lying outside, we should be able to find the cracked Hibichi brazier. Okay. And then it seems like... Then we go backwards.
シュー相棒私だ
I do vaguely recall this shed over here before. It's kind of stood up before. I did not mean to trigger this.
私も相棒に頼らずに自分だけで頑張るよ
Letter to my partner. Hey there, partner. We've made it out of some pretty vicious battles together, huh? Even had to part ways with our fair share of comrades on the battlefield. I just never thought we'd have to part ways too. But at least ours won't be a goodbye through death on the battlefield. From now on, you can't ask for anything from me, okay? Because it's not like I can expect your help anymore. You have to look after yourself now. I won't be there to drag you to safety when you fall. But wherever we go, no matter what we do, we'll always be a part of the Space Army. And we'll always be partners. Got it? Thanks for everything, Hinako. Shu. Aww. Front door, keys to Shu's house. The key to Shu's house looks like it's been left there, stained with dirt from Shu's long days of growing herbs.
とりあえず家の中で2人を待つか。
Where's my offering? Here we go. Crack Hibachi Brazier. This brazier was filled with charcoal to help stay warm until the large crack put an end to that. Okay. Then yeah, so it sounds like the Jesus statue basically is is somewhere. We go backwards. Okay. Turn around, retrace your steps, keeping the house on your right, go past the house, follow the path, keeping straight. Go right when the path forks, climb this large stone staircase. Okay, until you can make a left into a small alcove. Should be a second map point over there, okay. Kinda curious about over here though. Okay. All the garden crops. Ignore the house. Okay. Going back this way, up the stone staircase. And then looking for a part on the left. Should probably hug the wall a bit more to make sure that we don't miss a secret. Okay. Oh, here we go. I found a damaged Ojizo sound in the mountains. The character for he, fire, can be faintly seen etched into the stone. I wonder what would happen if I offer something that relates to that character. I think there is something in the secret hideout Shu and I used. My ears were met with the soothing chime of bells upon offering the item. This should do it. Okay. 4 of the 5 things done for unsealing. Okay, let's go back over here. Let's once again shrine and then save. Oh, we're actually good. Okay. Okay, we are good. I'm just always paranoid. I'm like, not missing anything, right? But no. Because I think basically when we come back, going up to the Divine Shrine is still available. We even did that in the first playthrough. Yeah, it sounds like basically the last of the shrines is right, like, beyond Shu's place. So the place we can access basically on our 5th trip back? I mean, that would make most sense. 5. Yep, 5th trip, okay. Now, the key to be careful about here is that supposedly next time we go back to Foxmass Place, there's something we need to do. Just need to make sure. Okay. This will be vital basically in being able to purify it. And we want the option to purify it on the table because the plan is basically to kind of, before we purify it, make some backup saves, and then, like, get the ending where we purify the sword, and get the ending where we don't purify the sword. I do debate on which to get first, but, cross that bridge when we get there. Ah, thought I saw a pickup.
Rinko?
still find that cutscene funny. Just like, suddenly. Not quite a sucker punch, it's more of a sucker grab.
いいえ、私は恐れません。はい。姿が見えなくとも一緒にいるのを感じます。
Now that's interesting. Okay. And yeah, so there's something here that we need to do. Which... yeah, so it seems like we need to go to the upstairs hallway from before. Let's see exactly what happens here. It's the fine balance between story and puzzle solving. This time around we can just bust down this door. It hopefully doesn't progress us. Like, to a point of no return. I do remember getting ambushed here. Okay, go ahead and save. Okay, so I think what we're looking for is... oh, I'll let that guy be. Wait. Okay. No, looks like we had to mess that guy up. Because we're looking for that doorway to that upstairs area we went to. Where we got, I think it was the inventory expansion in the first go. Almost too easy. But I'm okay with that. We're here for story, not for the combat. Okay. No, okay, not here. Remember a stairway, though, I thought. So maybe it's... I guess we could save again. Sure. I'm not used to all the doors being closed. Okay, we have to be careful not to trigger stuff. Ah. Because I'm trying to double check the reference point here. That's my throat also is trying to kill me. Yeah, where is this? I remember it. Oh, wait, I think... okay, I think this turned me around the other time. It's like... I guess we're just gonna have to hunt through all the doors here. Because there is a stairway, like, that was like... or a hallway, or something. Yokon... I guess why not? Can just tear these doors down. I mean, these walls down. Yeah, was it that hallway? Oh boy, trying to remember stuff from so long ago. Okay. No, I don't think this is it. But then... well, let's try... oh no, we already tried that door. Try the door over here. No, not... wait, actually maybe it is here. Does this loop around? Yay, here we go. I think. Let's take care of these before they hatch. To stop that from hatching in time. Okay, good, good. Sure, grab that. I don't think... grab that. Not there. Wait, unless... hold on. Oh boy. Exciting action as I'm lost. Yeah, okay. Looking for a Hotei-sama thingamajig. But this is a marriage door. I totally forgot about it. Oh, okay. We'll sacrifice a Yokon. Okay, I think that's a puzzle we need to do afterwards, because I do recall the guide mentioning that. Okay, where the frick is the thing they're supposed to do? No, that's Arare, I think. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, no, okay. Oh boy. Alright, I think actually that is where we're supposed to be. Stuff like this is why I was kind of hesitant about New Game Plus stuff, but... it's like, you know, have to get the new ending. But okay, so there should be a Hotei-sama something around here. Are you? 98 the clan, and yet our mortal world is ever-changing. The age of gods has passed, and the power of heaven have withered. Such a living sacrifice may no longer suffice to quell the wrath of the deep. So our ancestors saw it fit to place a seal of immense power upon the being below. Upon the water they set a great stone. Now, the being remains sealed away, unable to break free of its prison. However, earth cannot endure forever against the might of water, As his power wanes, the seal shall break. When the wrath rises once more, we shall be powerless to stop it. Okay, and that's why they're doing the weird, like, sacrifice thing. Oh, nope. Did not mean to do that. Okay, so that's not the thing we're looking for. Mandate of the clan. Upon the rock our ancestors built a shrine, naming it Heaven's Benediction, so it could serve as a sanctuary for our clan. When Heaven's benediction falls, the wrath of the depths shall rage against the heavens themselves, and both mind and land shall face calamity. When that time comes, the glory of the Higa's gods shall wane, heralding too the end of our clan. It is the duty of our family's head to ensure that Heaven's benediction will prosper for generations to come. It is the fate of our family's head that he shall prevent calamity from ever arising. He who seeks the crimson water, which banishes evil, when the Shishi Odochi strikes once, let the bell chime. Thrice shall the bells ring to speak the legends of this land. Trapped under a great stone in the lake's abyss lies a slumbering water dragon, born during the age of gods and sealed away by our ancestors. Deprived of the water dragon spirit, the once lush great tree has met a withered fate. Okay. And I know this is a puzzle we're supposed to do, but... Okay, so it looks like actually inside that building might be the thing we're looking for. But then we do have to do this puzzle, though. I'll admit, I would have never guessed this if just playing this naturally. There we are. Hotei-sama sitting cross-legged. A medicine bottle with Hotei-sama, the monk, engraved on it. Contains a red liquid. And that's a nice little callback to Silent Hill 1. And to an extent 3. Agura no Hotei-sama. A clear medicinal infusion with a deep red color. This natural remedy is a traditional folk medicine used to alleviate and offer pain relief and can be either ingested or applied to the affected area. It is known in Ibisagaoka as Agura no Hotei-sama, or Hotei-sama's cure, and is still favored by a small minority of the town's elderly population who has a distaste for modern medicine. Okay, where's the new stuff here? The believers' worlds and the gods' realm are not impervious to change. No matter how revered a god may be, their believers can choose to worship another god, or the religion could prove impossible to preserve in its original form. The Tsukugame faith, or one who would worship old things, shifted over to Inari faith once the object of worship changed to the moss-covered Inari statues. I'm sure that the mix of Inari faith and Tsukugame faith is only one of many cases, and once 100 years pass, who knows? The Tanuki statues of Shigaraki could be the next object of worship. Nice, Emma. Note of caution. Agura no Hotei-sama bestows upon us a blessing of crimson water. This blessing can be found deep beneath the sacred mountains, where spring waters pool to infuse with benediction herbs. Its medicinal properties, unlike any other, are the bounty of many moons of steeping. The power imbued to the crimson water shall eradicate even the most wicked evil, but beware, for its frightful potency makes it unsuitable for the purification of mortals. Only for the accession of ancient evil shall it be used. Okay. So yeah, definitely use then for the sword. Which... This looks like basically the same purification pool we encountered in the first playthrough. So I wonder if it reflects, like, this is a divine, like, reflection of it, so to speak. Why is this a path over here? But okay, so we gotta do this puzzle then. Alright, yep, we need to solve a quick puzzle. Okay. Look, in the middle of the water, here be the Shishi Odochi, which is basically the bamboo thing striking. Memorize that sound. You'll need to listen to it, and strike a series of bells in time in order to proceed to the next step. And this is gonna be tricky. The bells are located as follows, and you need to strike them in the correct order as the Shishi Odochi slaps the stone. They're accompanied by lanterns to make them easier to see. The icons painted on each lantern correspond to subsequent lines of the poem. Okay, mountain stone on the balcony of the building where you found Hotei-sama. Water, leaving the building, making a right. And tree, which would be that one? Wait, aren't there... Oh, there's like 4 of them, though. Okay. I think I might have it. I don't know if that worked or not, but we'll find out. No, I think I failed the hard plate. Okay, wait, okay. So water, leave the building, making right, going over 3 bridges. On the far end of the bridge, wait. Hold on. Okay. Wait, wouldn't it be tree? That'd be water. That also be water, I guess. Oh boy. Okay. Hold on. Alright. Puzzle. Puzzle, please. Oh no, it's not puzzle. Here we are. Okay. Trapped under a great stone, water dragon, great tree. So yeah, so rock, water, tree. Ah, okay, so these lanterns are each of the 5 elements. Okay. Yep, alright. Mountain. I don't know if that considered correctly, but who knows? We'll find out. Man, how do I even make it that quickly? Run. Hopefully every time I chime, it's not like speeding it up. Like if I'm doing it incorrectly, it's just like you're locked out of the puzzle. I do feel like it is getting faster though. I do wonder if we've locked ourselves out. Hopefully not. I think I did it correctly. Either that or I failed spectacularly. Okay. The water will drain, and that's that for the puzzle. Okay, okay, so we should be good. I don't think we screwed ourselves. Excellent. I'm a bit curious if... Okay, so yes, this is also, like, red now. Yeah, it's not like we can, like, fill up the vial or anything. Okay, good, good. I feel like we might need to start saving on, like, more save slots here. But okay, so that is that. Yeah, let's get back to a save lantern. I do wonder what happens if we go back to some of the areas that we performed some of the ritual bits in. Hello, you. No resurrecting for you. Okay. I totally forgot how I got here. Well, I wanted to go over here anyway. I just want to see if there's like any remnants of the ritual. The dried carcass. Ooh, okay. Well, we don't need the 2 first aid kits anyway. But okay, so no like little no lore note or whatnot to kind of indicate of being like, you've been here before. Okay, seriously, where am I? Okay. Yes, okay. Alright, I think we've done everything we need to, and it seems like, I guess, then they kind of skip forward here of just like, proceed. Okay. Turn it over here. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and shave again. Yeah, let's start saving in here. We're gonna start spacing things out a bit. I did save in that slot, right? All the paranoia. Okay. So how are we on time for today here? Okay, not too bad. Ooh, what do I have here? Solemn letter. Halt the spread of corruption from the mortal world on thy hand, and cleanse it to a silver and noble sheen. Rejoice, Hinako, and be welcomed. Okay. Yep. I like how we exchange blows like that. Your soul is mine. Okay.
とても綺麗だ、ひなこ。
Okay, first aid kit. And we're about to go into a boss fight. To find water. Sure, we can offer that up. Alright, and shrine. 2 dried carcasses, antique comb. 2 divine water. Okay, draw Omamori. Omamori Willow enhances the effect of items and Omamoris that restore sanity. Not bad. Okay, we'll save again. Okay, I think we are good. Okay, we're juggling stuff on a knife's edge here. Okay, let's go ahead and do the boss fight.
では行こうか。
ご一緒に。
見たまえ、皆が私たちを祝ってくれている。
Such rejoicing, such happiness, such bliss. I don't want to say it's funny, but it's like... The men only have to wear half masks. Oh, there was our sister just now. Okay. We heard her voice, but yeah, like, she's wearing a different mask than the other ladies. I still don't know why she's wearing a different mask. I wonder if the person across from her would have been her husband. I should have, like, kept an eye out on that. Super Beast Hound. Come on, check her down. Yep, gotta need some stamina back here. much, even though it doesn't really matter given the difficulty. I'm still just imagining what this looks like in the quote-unquote real world.
凛子の世界から清水ひな子は消えたね。お幸せに、凛子。私は清水ひな子じゃない。
どうしたひな子。
私は
君はひな子じゃないか。
私は
君はひな子だ。
はい、私は清水ひな子じゃない。私はひな子。
そうだよ。君は私のひな子だ。
Okay, okay. I think that was the same. I think. But alright, we're about to get to the most important part. The last shrine.
十分。殺すか殺されるか決めた？
姉ちゃん。
殺されなさい、ひな子。
どうしてみんなそうなの？みんな殺してるの？お姉ちゃんも殺したの？
ええ、私も殺したわ。お父さんもお母さんも、そして大切な妹であるあなたもね。友達もみんな殺したわ。
私は殺されたくない。
今日それを口にすることがどれだけ恐ろしいか分かってる？
もちろん。
今日までに何度も言ったかもしれないけれど、もう一度だけ言うわね。生はあなたが選びなさい。だけど今日、その選択には特別な代償が伴う。それもあなたが生き延びた時にだけ。 あなたがおとなしく殺されるなら何の代償もない。お姉ちゃんはひな子に幸せになってほしいよ。
お姉ちゃん。
Okay, different dialogue than before.
リンコ。
I totally forget. Can we go back and... No, I can't. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead basically and save real quick.
お姉ちゃんの言う通りだ。時間がない。二人とも待ってて。すぐ行く。
Okay, so that's open now. I do see that they say that they're fox statues, but we'll go ahead basically back to this, well, no, there should be a save point right ahead. Well, we did go through a boss fight. Ah, I don't know what to do. Okay, let's go up. Okay, that was that Jesus statue. Here we are. Okay. Yeah, save here. Okay. Now we should be within spitting range of basically the final seal shrine, and then we can get the sword. And maybe then call it there for the day? Okay, so we go back down. Back through here. And both these go eventually in the same general direction. Might as well grab that. Might as well... Ooh. Oh yeah, the baseball bat. Okay. Enshrine. Higashi. I think everything else is good. Okay, if we go down here... As I cross-reference the spoiler-free guide map here, where exactly is this? Okay, so it should be over here. We just run up on ahead. We'll probably kill things in our way just to make things easier for us. Okay. Okay, so that's blocked. They're going the right direction though, right? Alright, cool. Yeah. Gotta be careful with the durability. Okay, good. Wait, did I actually not need to fight that? No, I think I did to disintegrate this. Probably. Maybe. Okay. Alright. We're so close. I can taste the divine sword. Okay. Okay, Arare. Okay. I think it's actually down here? Dang it. Gotta be greedy. Dang it. go. And get stamina back. Come on, man. I was about to hit you in the face with an axe. Wait for the plant life to calm down. Oh, I'm bad at this. Okay, good. A bandage.
これもうじき壊れるな。
Is it? I mean, I guess we can. There we go. Okay, what exactly even am I looking for here? Okay. Old kitchen knife. And supposedly it should be around here. And yet nothing is standing out. I guess I could pick up the bandage just to get rid of a pick-upable. Is it inside the house? Doesn't appear to be. Okay. Stuck into a nearby tree. No trees are really, like, close to the road. I really hope I didn't screw up the order. Otherwise, this is gonna be a very anticlimactic, like, oh, everybody, I guess we're done selling Hill F. Thought I'm supposed to go around here. Yeah, it should be about around here. Maybe it's on the other side? I thought we had looked on the other side. It's like up this road? No, I think this is basically the purification area. Oh, where could it be? Aha! Here we go. Dad's old kitchen knife. Father's old tuna filleting knife is now completely rusty and useless.
お父さんの包丁。
Oh, okay, so it's her dad's knife. Okay, I guess that makes sense, but... Alright. Head back down the path and make a left to the stone staircase. Okay. Wait, head back down the path? Wait, down... Is down back? Make another left out of the path? Alright, we're just gonna look around for a bit here. Has to be somewhere around here, right? Aha, here we go. Ooh. Clinical trial. It has now been 2 weeks since I began taking Makakura. I've observed no significant physical changes. If anything, I've been falling asleep and waking with ease. I have lucid dreams on average, of once every 2 days. When I do, I feel neither the passage of time nor exhaustion, which allows me to become lost in thought. However, today, I was met with the startling results. In my dream, there was another version of myself who spoke to me. I thought we came across that before. Okay, I found a damaged Ojizo sound in the mountains. The characters etched into the stone base is indecipherable. It seems the residents of the town offer their old kitchen knives and other tools to the Ojizo-san so they can be put to rest. Mayors are met with the soothing chime of bells upon offering the item. This should do it. Okay.
来たれ我らのもとへ 沈黙のもとへ。私何を。ご神木へ。どういうこと。
Okay, good. Unsealed sword! Yay! Wait, am I going the right way? Huh. They've respawned a lot of people? I don't know why that doll just fell over dead, but I'll take it. I feel like I'm trying to be stopped from getting to the shrine. And that something also wants me to get to the shrine. Okay. Let's go ahead and save again. Alright. Things all stabbed in the back of this one. I follow one over there. That one beat up that one. Huh. Interesting stuff going on here. Guess we should probably save at the nearest statue on the way to the shrine. I don't think... Actually, I guess I don't know. I'm just like, I don't think anything bad would happen trying to get the sword, but I guess I could see maybe being put through a trial or something. So I guess we already kind of went through a trial with all the puzzles we did. Okay. Alright. Everything looking good around here. Come on, sword. Sacred Sword, an ancient sword that harbors a malevolent energy deep within its steel. Even if the blade chips, the mysterious power that resides in it will restore the weapon to its whole unblemished state. Sacred Sword. While it is sheathed, the Sacred Sword will recover durability when you attack enemies using other weapons. While you cannot use the Sacred Sword to focus attack, your gauge will remain untouched if you attack while focusing. The sanity gauge won't? However, if you are attacked while in this state, you'll automatically block the attack and be forced out of focus. You can perform a counter while wielding the Sacred Sword using R2, as long as a counter is possible, even if you are already in the middle of an attack. Ah, okay. Had to kind of process in my brain what that meant. Okay, good. So is it... Okay, so it is a fourth sword. I do wonder if they're going to give us enemies to test us out on. Wait, actually. We should look around the sword resting area real quick to see if anything stands out. And I wonder if we get to keep this in repeated playthroughs or not. Probably not, I guess, but... You would think, basically, for whatever ending is coming up, that they would have that. Like, that is the fourth ending. Because we're going to try and get 2 and 3 here, which is, like, don't use pills, get sword, and then purify it or don't purify it. And I think one of them was still technically, like, or don't get the sword at all. It was weird, because I think it was, like, purify and don't get sword are the same. Which strikes me as a bit weird. Okay, let's get back down to this save point. Cutting down who we will in the meantime. Now, I'm currently thinking of doing maybe the unpurified run first and then purified run. That is, like, we're not going to run the full game again, but basically we're going to make a save point divergence, run through the game basically with unpurified, and then save again with purified. But, okay, where's... Okay, no, I might be... No, I don't think I'm passing the save point, but it's down here too. Yeah, so what we're going to do... Okay. This is going to be the diversion point, so... Bam! Let's see. Alright, good. And you know what? Just to make sure, 3 diversion points. So in case I overwrite something, doing something dumb, then, you know, we're good. And also to guarantee stuff here real quick. Okay. I've doing it again. Okay. Now what I do also want to check out, I want to make sure that I did the purification ability correct to begin with. So, with that saved now, it's a diversion point, let's try purifying it before we call it today, but we're not going to save after purifying it. Like, that's going to be kind of the what do you call it? Like, to make sure we did that okay, so we don't have to go back. Because if we need to go back, what I'll do is I'll do that, like, off recording, and then do the puzzle correctly, or we drain the water. Okay, so now we go purify it, which, yep, basically, okay. This should be the way. But go down over here. Where am I? Okay. We go over here. We go down, over, and then up, if I recall correctly, from playthrough 1. And that little, like, tub for purifying stuff should be up here. And that appears I mean, like I said, we'll take care of this stuff at another time, so okay. Alright, do I need to do anything here? Like, to be careful? Yeah. So if I completed the Hotei-sama bell puzzle, the water should be red. Should be. Oh. Okay. Once the sacred spirit has been purified, it will no longer provide you with any protection. Likewise, it will no longer repair itself when sheathed. Instead, you'll need to rely on toolkits to restore its durability. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. I figured that's what she meant when she was saying goodbye to that, but... Okay. Okay. Yeah, so so next time, we'll get basically the unpurified ending, and then we'll also get the purified ending, and, yeah. Then we'll be on to the final playthrough, and I'll be curious, like, what changes in that final thing, given... To a degree, I'm happy with what's changed so far in the second playthrough. It kind of sucks to have to go through some stuff again, you know? But, like, with everything on easy, thankfully it's a lot more palpable. Like, I don't know, it's one of those things that feels a bit unfair, being like, once there's no challenge in the game, but it's like, we already did it with the challenge, we don't need to do it again with the challenge intact, if not harder. It's like, I know for some, that's what they go to games for. That is not what I go to games for. I might be doing my climb to Elden Ring, but that is like... Just because you can do something doesn't mean you want to do it. And honestly, the Souls games and whatnot, they aren't near as hard as marketing would have led you to believe. I knew that technically from, like, designer talks that there was, you know, that they weren't always as hard as they're supposed to be, but, like... I mean... Compared to the Nintendo and quarter-munching arcade days, they're nothing. Compared to the very early, just after turn of the millennium, indie renaissance of that era with, like, Flash games and I Want to Be the Man and Kaizo Mario hack mods, like, they're nothing. So it's like... Sometimes one's experience paints what is hard in different lights. And honestly, it's like, some of this stuff is, like, not even super hard, it's just annoying, but yeah. Point is, I am more than okay having everything turned to easy, so we can kind of see these different endings. And next time, we will see 2 of those endings, and then beyond that, we'll go into the final run, and we can finally try to wrap up Silent Hill Left. Yeah! But alright, until then, later!